restricted to where the chemical conditions are just right.
Astrobiologist Jen McAlady is here to find microscopic creatures that live in the anoxic layer, where there is no oxygen.
I think that 81 feet is the right depth.
She knows the conditions in this blue hole are exactly like primitive Earth more than 4 billion years ago, and that makes them an ideal place to harvest the kind of organisms she studies.
What's exciting is that we know that these are microorganisms of the type that were present on the early Earth, but we don't have an idea yet of how they're making a living, how they're deriving energy from the environment.
How much does this baby run?
I think it's about 25,000.
One of McAlady's main funders is NASA. They both want to know more about ancient animals here, so they can figure out where and how they would live on other planets.
Jen was the 1976 Pac-Man champion.
Ready?
To collect samples at many depths, she draws water from close to the surface, while the dive team takes samples deep below. The bacteria she studies are related to the first life forms on Earth.
I'm primarily interested in microorganisms that live in oxygen-free or anoxic water. And those are interesting because the Earth, for the first half of its history, was completely free of oxygen.
On the dive, the team finds a whole community of microorganisms. Individually, they can't be seen with the naked eye. Together, they form a jello-like mat called biofilm.
Look at that. That's such a beautiful sample. It's coming off in a big sheet. You can see the peaks.
Besides all the documentation of new species, Tom Iliff is wondering just what made these multicellular creatures so hardy. How did they manage to survive since the time of the dinosaurs?